MicroStrategy. So okay, so monthly chart MicroStrategy. I always look at a few things. Again, as I was kind of showing you, I still think that this is a very much a bull trend. I don't think it's necessarily really exhausted. Part of the reason why I think that is if you look at the Bollinger Band, if you get like multiple candles closing above the upper Bollinger Band, like bam, 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 like 5 in a row, I'd be like really worried. But right now, MicroStrategy has actually got maybe like 2 months consecutively, closing above the upper Bollinger Band, and it's every single time it does that for like 2 months in a row, it cools down, right? This is actually pretty healthy price action. A lot of people get scared about this bearish engulfing candle, like like you're gonna get scared of bearish engulfing candle on SPY or QQQ last month, but I'm not. Monthly bearish engulfing candle like Nvidia during the last pullback, I'm not really worried about it. Basically, these are just kind of sideways cool down for a necessary bull trend. Look at how powerful the 20-month moving average is pointing up. And look at how far it went above the upper Bollinger Band here on the monthly. Like, it's not sustainable. It had to cool down. Sure enough, it cooled down. The Bollinger Band is still expanding. If you look at the top of Bollinger Band, which I think is probably going to be the magnet, it's around 1323, which is coinciding maybe with like the top of this volume shelf over here. So I think there's a good chance price behaves. I think there's a good chance that MicroStrategy could end up getting close back to the up Bollinger Band over here, which is not a whole lot ways to go, but still maybe close to $100 per share. After that, what's going to happen? I don't know. There's a volume shelf over here. It might need to work itself out a few things. Maybe you have like 2, 3, 4 inside candles over here, kind of cool down this big giant move up over here before going up. There's certainly that possibility, right? But if you are looking at the other indicators, such as the Ichimoku cloud, I think it's done its job already in terms of its correction. What did it do when it comes to the Ichimoku cloud? On the month of April, it closed just slightly below the Kijun, the red line over here. And in May, it just bounced right back above the Kijun and Tenkan again. In a bull market, it flips the Tenkan and Kijun from resistance to support, right? There was resistance over here with the blue line. It flipped into support, and the Tenkan, the blue line over here, has really been just serving as support to push price a lot higher. And I like the fact that we went way too far, way too fast, and back tested and found support. I like the bounce. I like the fact that it went up on high volume and it went back down on relatively lower volume, right? Looks like it's just consolidating sideways over here. Right now, we're finding support back above both the monthly Tenkan and Kijun. It's going to be tough to tell like exactly what's going to do next. All I know is it's cool down already enough, and I'm not surprised if it ends up pushing higher from here. But you do have a few kind of levels of volume shelf resistance over here to get over, so it may not be immediate, right? But I'm not seeing any signs of exhaustion over here. I'll show you the RSI here in a little bit. It's just going through the Fibonacci levels over here, kind of show you what I'm kind of expecting to see. It's no surprise that we got rejected around 2000 because that's around the level of the 1.618 level. And it went back down. It back tested the Tenkan and Kijun. And Kijun was also close to 0.786 over here too, right? So you have a lot of confluence level over here that ends up finding support at, and looks like it's bouncing from it. The next target up, again, the upper Bollinger Band I was showing you is around 1323. The previous all-time high, and I'm not drawing this exact, obviously, but the previous all-time high is around 1310, 1315, somewhere around there. It's probably going to be the magnet and go up there, together with the upper Bollinger Band. What's going to happen after that? Maybe a little bit more chopping sideways before going up. I don't know, but do I think that this whole thing is exhausted? Probably not. If it's able to break above, you're really talking about some of these higher targets over here, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I don't think it's out of question. But it can take a while to get there, months and months and months to get there. I'm not expecting to just go up, yeah, it's not. It's not just going to go up there in a straight line, but I think that it will go up there based on what I'm seeing, unless if things change. I'm not seeing any bearish divergence over here on the monthly to worry about trend exhaustion or anything like that. Matter of fact, RSI have reset all the way from like 81 to like 60s. I think it's probably cooled down enough. It's just basically back testing the previous high here a little bit, this wick over here a little bit, cooling down before bullish continuation. I'm not too scared about it. The major resistance is really over here, and I think it's kind of broke about that like with a vengeance. It's crazy. I don't think it's going to back test down to like 800s or 700s or anything. It could. If it does that, you might start. I might start to worry about like a little bit of trend exhaustion actually. If it does like 700 or 800 or something like that, I'll be starting to worry about a little bit of trend exhaustion, but I'm not really seeing that. So what else are we looking at here? In terms of the weekly, and I'll probably just look at the weekly real quick and just let it go. Bull market support bands serve as support. And so far, you have a very bottomy type candle, like a hammer type candle here, which is generally a very bottomy type thing. I think it's corrected enough. Like it went down from all the way from like 2000 all the way down to like 1000. I think it's corrected enough. We'll see if the market agrees, and they might end up chopping them, even falling down below that a little bit before going up higher. I don't think it's going to have to back test some of these volume shelves down here. And if it does, I'll start worrying about trend exhaustion. But right now, it's just a very, very strong bull trend. That's my strategy.